Good evening, Wolfpack fans, and welcome back to Carmichael Gymnasium, court number 10, or should I say, welcome for the first time, because we had some technical difficulties in the first half, and folks, our first half didn't get recorded at all, but we are back here or here for the first time, whatever you want to take your perspective on. NC State currently leads the game 40-28 against the Ridgeview Panthers. Again, the Ridgeview Panthers are a prep school team from Virginia, 18 and 19-year-olds who have graduated high school but have yet to go on to college, pretty much going to school to play basketball, if you need to say so. And the Wolfpack are taking on a team in Ridgeview that practices 5 times a week, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. The Wolfpack are a team that practice 2 hours a week, once a day. So the practice times are definitely nowhere near even for either team. But we've seen a very good matchup so far, and it was only us who saw the matchup again because it didn't get recorded. Andrew, tell me a little bit about that first half, what you saw from both teams, what you saw from the Wolfpack specifically that have enabled them to have this 40-28 lead.
Well, the Wolfpack got off to a really hot start in that first half. Were able to hit a lot of early shots, hit a lot of three-pointers. The three-pointers slowed down, they missed them, but they were able to drive to the inside a lot as well, generate a lot of rebounds, get a lot of scoring opportunities right in the paint, especially big man Spencer Clark, really hard to stop. Ridgeview had a little bit of a slow start on offense and defense, able to implement an aggressive defense later in the half, able to force turnovers, get their transition game going, and start to pick up some points. So I think we're really going to see a lot more closely contested second half here than we did in the first half, especially to start.
And just as you say that, Andrew, Ridgeview comes out and scores the first basket of the second half. It's a 40-30 lead for the Wolfpack now. It took a 12-point lead into halftime. The Wolfpack, specifically number 35, Hodge, hustling the ball to Javon Hodge, hustling the ball down the court. Fouled by Ridgeview here, and this will be 2 shots.
And one thing we did see from State as that second half went on, started to be a little bit more careless with the ball, rush their passes, and turn it over a little bit, leading to scoring opportunities for Ridgeview. They're going to have to look to slow the game down on offense a bit, be a little bit more careful with the ball, protect it a little better.
Ball protection is the theme of this second half for the Wolfpack, especially with an 11-point lead.
Yes, as you mentioned in the first half, coughing up leads has often been synonymous with NC State Wolfpack, so hopefully we won't see that here tonight.
Synonymous with NC State Wolfpack it is, and the basket there by the Panthers will give them a 41-34 deficit, so 4-1 run in this second half. Sorry, 41-32 deficit, still 4-1 run in the second half, and the Wolfpack will cough the ball up on that one, and that's going to go right back to Ridgeview. So just as we've said, turnovers are not going to be your friend, especially with a lead within 10 points here in the second half, and a team that has a lot of experience in the Ridgeview Panthers. The shot inside there by Ridgeview is good.
Ridgeview scores off a turnover again. That turnover looked to be more a failure of communication than anything else.
Failure of communication, whatever it may be. Taking the ball in is number 13, William McNamara, with the shot, and is no good, but is fouled on that, so he'll have an opportunity to get 2 down here.
Well, I think the pass was intended to the left side, but there was no one there. Almost seemed to be intended for our cameraman than anyone else.
Certainly headed in that direction, that's for sure. Excuse me, taking the free throws here is TJ Mintolo from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. No good on the first. He'll drop the second. That's a 42-34 advantage for the Wolfpack here in the second half. Ridgeview working with the ball. Driving in with the layup, and that's going to be good for the Ridgeview Panthers. So 42-36, and the Wolfpack are slowly having this lead slip away. Mintolo, the pass to the corner. Taking the shot here is number 35, Hodge, and that's good from 3. The Wolfpack's first 3 of the game, or first 3 of the second half, excuse me.
That is a huge basket right there to stop the bleeding a bit for State, get a little momentum back.
And just as State starts to get the momentum back on the three, Ridgeview draws a charge. First time we've seen that this game. So Ridgeview will keep the ball here. Little perspiration on the court that we need to wipe up. Players are perspiring as they run down the court. Taking the ball is number 22, Maurice Butler for the Panthers. The shot is no good from the Panthers, but able to get that is Daly. Back out to number 5, Jerry Forson, no good there on the shot. Wolfpack moving the ball up, number 10, Graham Reynolds, wow, over number 5, Andy Bell. Hodge inside with the shot, and that is good. The Wolfpack looking to keep the lead, 11 points right now, 47-36. Butler working with the ball up top. Didn't have a lane and frustratedly drew the ball back out. Back inside goes Butler, and a little bit of selfish play there, just took the shot and is no good. And NC State number 10, Graham Reynolds, will work at the ball down court, and not quite a high quality shot. Number 22 there, Maurice Butler from the Panthers with the shot, and just number 21, TJ Matola, just swatted that out of there, and he said, not today. Unfortunately, it'll be 2 shots for the Panthers, but still an exciting play.
It's a great block there by Minatola, and there is such a thing as smart fouls. That's one there where if he doesn't commit the foul, it's an easy 2-point for the Panthers. You know, make him earn it here.
And Butler will drop the first one, so definitely trying to earn it is what the Panthers are doing today. They're fighting hard, they're playing physical on offense, and just on the losing side of this game. Able to drop both is Butler. Another miscommunication there. Butler will get the ball back, the turnover by the Wolfpack, but missed the shot, no foul called on that, so the Wolfpack will take it. Number 35, Hodge, and that's in for the Wolfpack. 49-38 advantage after the made shot by Hodge. Ridgefield look to make work with it now. Plummer with the ball up top. Into Hood, no good there on the shot, and Wolfpack will take it back up. Hodge again with the shot over number 5, Bell, and that is good.
One of the game keys pointed out by head coach Mike Strawbridge was a good, solid play from his 2 point guards, Inferni Ellis and Javon Hodge, and Hodge has really brought it here to start the second half.
We saw the shot there, Montrell Plummer of Ridgewood, no good. Pass down to Hodge, inside shot, and one opportunity for the Wolfpack here. 53-38 advantage right now for the Wolfpack. 15 points, looking to make it 16. And coming out of halftime, they have not looked back, and they are expanding this lead as much as they can. Like water turning to ice and cracked cement. The free throw there, no good by Hodge, but McNamara there able to put the ball in on the tip. So an and-one opportunity turned into a 4-point play for the Wolfpack, and the shot there again by the Panthers, no good. So not connecting on anything thus far in the second half. The Panthers are. Started off all right, but have since gone downhill. And we'll see some substitutions here for the Panthers. 3 new pairs of legs.
Hodge has really been leading the charge here for State on this latest run. He's been distributing the ball well, driving in, getting opportunities, scoring, drawing the fouls. He's really leading this team so far to start the second half.
Great play there by the Wolfpack to get the ball. No foul called when the Wolfpack got the ball. Ridgeview played some defense, try to get the ball back. It's looking like we will have a foul against the Wolfpack on this, so Ridgeview will take it out of bounds here. With the ball is number 12, DeJuan Harrell. Working with it is Ridgeview. Over to the corner is the shot, and that is good for Ridgeview. It's number 11, Kahil Daly with the shot. A very important shot there for the Panthers, able to just stop the bleeding a little bit. The ball did touch the line there. Last off of Wolfpack number 10, Graham Reynolds, so this will be Ridgeview ball. See some substitutions now into the game. Is number 4, McNamara, coming in for number 5, Bell, for the Wolfpack. What a play there by the Panthers there. Tion Woodley with the shot. Made it in. Javon Hodge again working with the ball against the defense. What a move. What a pass by Hodge over to number 10, Reynolds. Doesn't have anything over in the corner though, and Hodge gets the ball back. The shot, and that is in. Looking for the and one, not called, but still a good shot there by Hodge, and really just taking control of this game. Hodge is up to 11 points. And a shot there by Ridgeview is no good. The Wolfpack will work with the ball up. We see the ball again in the hands of Hodge, really taking control of this game. Reynolds to McNamara, back to other McNamara. Speaking of which, they're brothers on the team, number 4 and number 13. Michael and William McNamara, respectively. The pass inside by Reynolds is no good. Coming into the game for the Wolfpack is number 1, Anthony Ellis, and number 12, Matt Hartle. Ridgeview with the ball, Ridgeview with the shot, no good. Number 6, Spencer Clark there with the rebound for the Wolfpack. Number 4, McNamara with the shot for the Wolfpack, and that is no good from the corner. Ridgeview will work with the ball back up down. The shot is no good there. Andrew, mentioning in the first half what you heard from the head coach, NC State is historically not a great rebounding team, but from what we've seen so far today, they've certainly done a good job of it.
Yeah, in my email exchange with Coach Strawbridge yesterday, I asked him about the team's strengths and weaknesses, and the big weakness that he pointed out was rebounding. But it seems like in their last practice, they may have really worked hard to adjust that and refocus it, because they've been excellent in that regard tonight.
They've dominated the boards much more than Strawbridge might have thought.
And as far as strengths go, and something else we've seen today, they like to speed up the game and really play fast. We've certainly seen them try to implement a fast transition game tonight, although it has hurt them at times with turnovers on the quick passes. And defensively, he said, their ability to defend multiple positions and switch guys and create havoc on screens, how they have guys who can defend 3 to 4 different players on the other team really helps them.
It's certainly an ability for NC State there to have the energy to run around and have the energy to be able to defend other players. And luckily, they're not playing a team that's too much bigger than them, so they've been able to compete pretty well today. We're going to see the travel there by number 1, Anthony Ellis, so the ball will go to Ridgeview.
Yeah, you wonder if some of those rebounding issues, too, come against teams that are maybe a little bit bigger than this Ridgeview team we're seeing tonight. And again, as you mentioned, these are 18 and 19-year-olds, so maybe a bit younger players than some of the NC State players.
And the pass there by Matt Hartle is just no good, just a bit errant, so the ball go to Ridgeview now. Up with the ball is Maurice Butler, number 22 for Ridgeview. Pass attempt inside there to Khalil Cole is just no good, just off his feet. So State will take the ball back here. The shot there by McNamara is no good. Got a little bit of a shove on that, but not enough to get a foul call. And Andrew, it's also been one thing for this Wolfpack team to not be intimidated by this Ridgeview team. Even though Ridgeview is younger, Ridgeview plays a lot more basketball than they do, and it's been a good thing for the Wolfpack thus far. We might have seen a little bit of their composure lost in that end of the first half when they started turning the ball over more. They've kept their composure pretty much throughout this entire game, and I think that's what's enabling them to keep this 15, 16-point lead that they've had throughout most of the second half. Speaking of which, McNamara with the shot, and that'll be good there.
Well, as I mentioned, at this club college basketball level, there's a possibility of not practicing quite as much, giving you even a little bit of an advantage energy-wise, might have you a little fresher and give you a little bit more energy to spare late in games versus a team that's practicing 2 hours every day, whereas these guys might be a little more rested on State that we see.
More rested they may be. They are separated into two teams, NC State is actually, A team and B team, and Coach Strawbridge said they were their evenly placed team, so one team is not necessarily stronger than the other, which today has fared well for the Wolfpack as far as fatigue and effectiveness, but still a deep enough bench that they haven't had to play the same players the whole game. As we've seen in the second half, they're able to rotate in and out enough to keep fresh legs in the game pretty much the whole time.
And as you mentioned, the whole A and B even teams thing, State's club program, a lot of schools with their club programs do have an A and B team. State simply refers to their two teams as red and white teams, so they definitely don't do that with a whole A and B dynamic. I got a chance to see the red team play a couple weeks ago. They're an impressive club as well.
We're going to see a travel there by number 10, Graham Reynolds, so the ball will go to Ridgeview now. Working the ball up is number 0, Montrell Plummer. Just past the 10-minute mark in this second half, you really need to start generating some offense here if you're Ridgeview. The offense has kind of been there throughout the entire game, I guess, but the defense has also not been that great, so it's really something they need to look for, to play well on both sides of the ball and not turn the ball over, not take silly shots. It's really important for them at this point in the game, this crucial juncture, to start generating some momentum.
Absolutely. You know, this is not an insurmountable lead, 13 points, but if they want to do something with it, they're going to need to start to chip away at it now. And see, stuff like that, taking the long three-point shots. As you mentioned earlier in the first half, which nobody heard, I guess, you live and die by the three, and when you miss a lot of threes, when you're down by a big margin, then you're going to die.
Chucking that three up, unable to look, inside for a play is also a little bit of attributed into laziness. If Ridgeview is going to be lazy with the ball, the Wolfpack will take advantage of it. But Ridgeview there with a good play, able to get the ball in and cut this lead down to 11, 63-52.
Absolutely. If you really want to come back from a big deficit, you've got to be able to work hard, drive the ball in, generate scoring chances down low in the paint, and draw fouls.
And a smart play there by number 12, Matt Hartle, to get the ball inside to number 6, Spencer Clark, who's able to lay that ball just enough under that one to get it in there.
Going back to the three-point thing, a lot of times in sports you kind of talk about making things happen as opposed to hope plays. The three-pointer, just chucking them up like that to try to come back as a hope play. Throw it up and hope you make it. Otherwise, what you really want to do is try to drive in, make things happen, work hard for your opportunities, and get points.
And that's something that we're going to have to see Ridgeview do here in this latter part of the second half if they want to come back from this 13-point deficit right now. But it's going to be quite the task matching up against this Wolfpack defense who's been consistently solid throughout this game. So if you're Ridgeview, you really need to turn the throttle up a little bit and hope you can catch the Wolfpack, you know, flat-footed and not ready to deal with this defense, or this offense, I mean.
And one thing the Wolfpack have been able to do to go along with that good rebounding is Ridgeview has had some free throw opportunities, but really nobody in state on any kind of big foul trouble tonight. And one of the key players Strawbridge mentioned again, Spencer Clark, big man, really one of their big true rebounders who was doing well for them even though they were struggling with that if he got into foul trouble, then they'd really be in trouble rebound-wise. May not be the case tonight with how well the whole team's rebounding, but everybody's kind of staying out of foul trouble, so that'll be good for them.
The little bit of fouls that there have been on the side of the Wolfpack have been pretty evenly dispersed, so nothing to worry about quite yet if you're the Wolfpack. Hartle working with the ball over to Ellis here at the top of the key. With the shot on the far side there is number 12, Matt Hartle, and that's no good. Working with the ball is Ridgeview on the far wing. The shot, no good there by Montrell Plummer, and the Wolfpack will get the ball back, but an errant pass will turn it over, and Ridgeview will take it. Shot blocked by the Wolfpack and recovered. Looking down Hodge is down court, is number 35, Javon Hodge. Laying that one in pretty easily there for the Wolfpack and just keeping their distance now for the Wolfpack, and that's what they need to do.
As we mentioned, these turnovers can hurt you though, and it didn't hurt them there, luckily, the one before, but those quick, hurried bullet passes, there's no need for that. Slow it down, take your time, you got a big lead, protect the ball.
Hartle almost decided to take that shot, but instead took the smart route and put the ball inside and took it in. Ridgeview working with the ball on the key. Hodge with the swat on the pass. The hustle played there by Hartle, but just unable to get the ball. Ridgeview beats him out, gets the ball back here. Ridgeview with the shot, and that's going to be no good, and the Wolfpack will take it here. This will be Anthony Ellis. Moving the ball up to Matt Hartle. Hartle with the three. That's going to be no good, and a rebound there for the Panthers. Plummer working with it. Over to Hood, and just some good defensive play there by the Wolfpack. We're going to get a 30-second timeout called on the side of the Panthers. And Andrew, just over 6 minutes left here in the second half, 13 points down. Now are the Panthers. Is there any one thing you think the Panthers need to do that's going to result in them at least being able to cut this lead down as we get further into the second half?
They've got to drive to the inside of the paint more. Stop taking these long perimeter shots. Stop throwing up these three-point shots. If you make it, great, but it's a lower percentage play. You got to work harder, drive it to the inside, drive to the middle, get inside the paint for your chances. That's what they're going to have to do.
Panthers are certainly going to need to play like they want this game throughout the rest of the second half. Taking the ball out of bounds here is number 12, DeJuan Harrell for the Panthers.
facing a decent deficit with a little over 6 minutes left. I'll be interested to see, too, kind of what these Panthers are made of. You know, a team that plays as much basketball that they do. Do they kind of mail it in and look for the next and start looking to the next one? Or do they go for it here and try to make something out of this one?
And you would certainly hope that the Panthers, you know, with 5:45 left, they're not quite going to throw in the towel. But throughout this game, they've been trying to knock at the door, and the Wolfpack just haven't let them, so it's easy to get discouraged, certainly. We're going to see number 5, Jerry Forson here on the side of Ridgeview with 2 shots.
Talked about the Panthers' struggles on offense, but a big part of that and a big credit goes to the Wolfpack defense, who have really played excellent tonight.
Consistently solid has been the Wolfpack defense.
Absolutely. They're doing a good job to limit the big plays, the big, large amounts of scoring chances. And again, with the three-pointers not working, the Wolfpack defenders aren't giving them a lot of big open threes from good spots. A lot of wide-angle shots is what Ridgeview's seeing, and it's not working for them.
This lead can certainly be attributed to both offensive and defensive presence here for the Wolfpack. There's going to be a foul called against the Panthers on the floor, so the basket will not count for number 1, Anthony Ellis. Taking the ball out of bounds is number 12, Matt Hartle. To the backcourt, number 21, Minnesota. Hartle with the ball stuck in the corner. Ball go off against number 23, Mark Hood, and that'll be Wolfpack ball. We're going to see 3 new substitutions in there for the game for the Wolfpack. Number 4, Michael McNamara. Number 5, Andy Bell, and number 6, Spencer Clark, all coming into the game now. Bell will take this ball out of bounds. Out to Ellis, who will pass it to Clark on the wing and back out to Ellis. Driving the ball in here and is not good. Rebound to the Panthers, and they'll work with it now. Plummer with the ball at the top of the key. Over to the wing is number 23, Hood. Hood dishing it out, no shot. Khalil Daly with the shot, and that is good for the Panthers. So knocking on the door certainly now are the Panthers down to a 10-point deficit. And this is an important defensive stint for them right now.
Yeah, State really needs to put some points on the board here to halt the Panthers' momentum a little bit, get that lead back up a little bit.
McNamara with the ball on the inside, dishing it back out to number 35, Hodge. Hodge takes a shot, and that is good. Javon Hodge has been an absolute monster here in the second half, putting the team on his back, and Plummer just unable to hold on to that ball, and that'll give it up to the Wolfpack. But number 1, Anthony Ellis, who maintained control for the Wolfpack, travels. And that'll go back to the Panthers. So a job on the side of the Wolfpack there to put some points on the board when they needed to.
Anthony Ellis clearly not happy with that traveling call.
Not at all. Hood with the ball on the inside. We're going to get a foul on the floor against NC State, it looks like. So working the ball here is Ridgeview. Ball in the corner to 3, and that is no good. And just as we've said, the 3 is not going to be your answer here to this 12-point deficit this late in the game, about 4 minutes remaining. Hodge with the shot is no good on that. Up to Plummer. Up to 1, Woodley. Dishing it out to number 11, Daly. And that'll be in for the Panthers. Back down to a 10-point deficit, but no real ground being gained yet here for the Panthers. I see 2 shots here by number 4, Michael McNamara. And in my knowledge, has no relation to the former Syracuse great Jerry McNamara. Front end of the 1-and-1 will be good there. Second shot here. That one will not fall for the Wolfpack, and Ridgeview will get the rebound. Working with the ball is Ridgeview, and certainly it's time to turn on the burners a little bit, and I think the crowd knows that. They're starting to cheer and communicate a little bit with them. The shot there by Daly is no good, but the rebound there by Hood will be put in. 9-point deficit now for the Panthers. McNamara with the ball, and that is blocked by the Panthers. That'll go back to the Wolfpack here. McNamara with the ball in the inbounds, able to get it up to number 1, Anthony Ellis. Ellis takes the ball in, rolls it right up and in. That'll be a 74-63 lead for the Wolfpack late in the second half as Ridgeview will take the ball up now. Ridgeview with the shot. Unable to put it in, and as Anthony Ellis grabs the ball, looks up at the clock. Tion Woodley will take that ball back, and the shot no good. Looks, the ball went off of the Wolfpack, so this will be Ridgeview ball now. Wolfpack will take the ball up on the turnover with the shot. No good by number 5, Andy Bowe, with the rebound by number 6, Spencer Clark. Again, that big body presence down low, able to get the offensive rebound and put that one back in. The shot by Ridgeview is no good, and we are down to 2 minutes here in the remaining in the second half, and it is a 76-63 Wolfpack lead over the Ridgeview Panthers. And Andrew, I'd like to believe at this point the fat lady's warming up her voice.
You would think. You see at the other end there, Ridgeview does chuck up a three-pointer, but at this point you almost have to. You got to get your points in bunches.
It's going to be number 11, Daly, with the shot and the score there for Ridgeview. NC State working with the ball, and they know the situation. They're just going to hold on to it for as long as they can. Hart will control it at the top of the key now. Passing the ball down low is number 6, Clark again. Another monster for this Wolfpack team here in the second half. The shot there by Daly is good, and that's a 3 that's good for the Panthers, but too little too late on their side. A little half-court razzle-dazzle there by Anthony Ellis. Goes in after the whistles, laughing about it. But as we've seen here for the Wolfpack in the second half, Andrew, number 35, Javon Hodge, number 6, Spencer Clark, 2 standout performers, I would think. Both have had over almost 10 points here in the second half, each of them. And that's just what you've got to see from this Wolfpack team. You've got to see people step up, but also know how to use that teamwork. And I think they've done a little bit of everything that they need to do to be successful in future contests here tonight.
Yeah, both referred to key players by their coach, and they've really taken charge here in the second half, being able to push the pace, drive inside, create scoring opportunities. Really a big part in the Wolfpack taking a stranglehold on this game here in the second half.
And Ellis will sink both those free throws. So that's 80 up on the board now for the Wolfpack. who get the ball back once again. Certainly looking to pile on, it looks like, as number 6, Spencer Clark, will take the ball here. Daly with the monster slamma-jamma there on the inside for the Ridgeview Panthers, but little showboat to maybe make up for this loss that they were going to have here shortly. We're down to 10 seconds here remaining in the second half, and NC State will just hold on to the ball. And folks, that'll do it here from Carmichael Gymnasium, gym number 10. NC State Wolfpack will take out this game against the Ridgeview Panthers 82-70. Andrew, any final thoughts on the game?
Well, the big thing I noticed for State tonight was their ability to adapt. They start the game off hot by sinking a lot of three-pointers. That's not working for them anymore after that, so they get away from the three. They start driving to the inside, especially big man Spencer Clark, point guard Javon Hodge, who had a really big game for them tonight. Their opportunity to create scoring chances in the paint really helped them play a fast transition game. Although it led to turnovers at times, also helped them to score quickly, build up a big lead, especially early. And they played a really, as you said, a consistently solid defense, limiting the big scoring plays from Ridgeview here tonight.
You said it, Andrew. So again, I'm Sam LaFell, signing off for the team here at Wolfpack Sports Television and this Wolfpack basketball event. Once again, this is Wolfpack Sports Television bringing you Into the Pack.